The MCOC PC live stream. I'm sure there's a lot of you that would say that was there any point to turning up to it apart from Twitch drops? There was. There was a lot of things that were announced. There was a lot of things that were revealed when it came to controller usage and some really interesting stuff. Let's get into the coverage. First of all, Twitch drops are something that a lot of players are talking about because they were broken like they were last time. Or what Kabam said. First of all, Kabam said that because they weren't appearing, there is a chance that there will be a promo code. Nothing guaranteed, because then at the end of the stream, Kabam, Dorky Diggity Dave, Kabam Dork Dave, said that there was a delay. Now that means something but could mean nothing at the same time, because as you can see, I've claimed these two right here, and when I've gone into game, it's not there. So what I'm going to do right now is, whilst I'm recording this video, is reboot it just to see if it actually appears. I don't think they will do, but there potentially is a compensation promo code similar to last time, which all players would have access to. Anyway, the live stream was well attended, nearly 12,000. I think it went over 12,000 viewers at one given time. So that's great news for people of the community. I don't know if it means new people. Yeah, see, they're not there. I think Kabam will probably do a compensation promo code. Anyway, there were some really amazing things that came up from this live stream. The main thing for me was the fight stick. So, I wonder if we can get the showcase of the fight stick. The fight stick, by the way, if anybody doesn't know what a fight stick is, it is something like this. It's basically like a joypad. I don't know. It's referred to as a fight stick, joypad, joystick, whatever it is. I know it's a fight stick. These things are amazing, and it looked like when Dave was using this fight stick, it was actually responsive. I would say responsive in a point of like when he was like doing some movements, it looked like it moved really, really cleanly and crisp. And that's something that's always a bit of an issue when it comes to MCOC, and that is, inputs and stuff like that. There would have been good, as someone said, like a top-down camera to kind of go down and look at as he was doing the movements with, the sticking and the clicking the buttons. But one good thing about this is that it's mapped. So I think Dave is actually in this gonna... No, he's not. I thought he was going to like bring up the actual pad that he was using. Yeah, it's still really good to see like the mapping side of things and customization having a key element to how you do the controller, how you do your pad, the fight stick. Sorry, that's something that's kind of cool. You can see the customization right there. You can also put your striker in, and that's something that's really important when you're doing your customization, is just kind of put that in. What you attach that to, I don't know. As much as I like the idea of keyboard and mouse and I prefer that playing, the more that I'm kind of looking at and thinking about the idea of it, I might actually switch to fight stick at a later date when I install my new PC. Actually, funnily enough, there's Dave. Right, I got hiccups. Oh dear. Dave is showcasing there the actual fight stick. And kind of like what he's assigned different buttons to. But there's a lot of things to attach there, because you've got to do all three special attacks. You'll have to do one for relic, and then you've got to do one for... I don't know if there's anything else, but definitely those four things. And then you use your joystick to be that kind of like medium attack or light attack. Like you have to kind of make a decision about what's going to be light, or you have to go like left, like right is your medium. Left, obviously, dash back, but also you'd have to consider like one of the buttons. So that's maybe like 5 buttons already assigned: relic, light attack, and then it's SP1, SP2, SP3. So you 100% need 5 buttons in order to make it work as a standard. Whether or not you'll need any more, I don't know. But there's what I think about, like 5 standard buttons. I definitely like the way that it's displayed from the point of view of the actual kind of like volume of champions you can actually kind of cover. You can actually make nice wallpaper from it, to be brutally honest. That would be cool, an MCOC wallpaper featuring it. Anyway, there is currently in-game associated with this some PC-orientated objectives. I saw a complaint from somebody that they were a bit miffed that over the course of like 33 days they'd have to do 80 fights. Like, you do more than 80 fights in like 30-odd days. Come on. I just auto-fight it in lower content. Do arena. You do it like in a combination of Alliance Quest, Alliance Wars, and like other areas that you've got to go and play in. So I don't know. I don't get it. What if there was some complaints there? Anyway, it's nice to see a load of full energy refills. Look at all them for free. You know, what's that? 9, 12, 15. 15 times 30. What is that? That's a ton of free energy refills. I mean, I've got tons at the moment. I need to do stuff, so I've got to be careful not to do that. He says that as it's leveling up. Yeah, I might not level champions until I've blasted through my energy refills. But it's still good to see the Kabam are giving out some freebies. And also your code should have gone out, I want to say, for the sign-ups. So, there was a really interesting visuals chat. I can't remember the name of the Kabam employee that was kind of talking about some matters. And you might be thinking, oh, visuals, that's a bit boring. It's actually not. Especially when you hear that some things are coming to mobile. So first of all, more customization is coming to mobile devices. But a lot of the things they're doing, they're learning from what they're putting on the PC version. Because trying to take it, it's easy to do. Look at it. The game's developed on a PC. It's not developed on a mobile. But things that they've kind of like done to... with the PC to then export to PC, to export to mobile, or kind of work in tandem with mobile, it's easier for them to start with PC first and then go on to mobile. So that's really cool. There's also a granular settings control, which is coming in the future to PC version. That allows you to at least see better texturization. That's not a word. And also like the resolution, you can get like 2048. Now, I've got 4K monitors. I've got an OLED, and my new one is an OLED, a proper gaming one. Like it's a, what is it called? I can't remember. Like ROG one that I've got to kind of like integrate with stuff. And that has like just, yeah, it's top quality. It's top quality for gaming. But the extent of like, will MCOC run better if the settings are improved, the resolution's improved? Yeah, of course. And that's something I hope to see in future updates of the PC version. In this particular discussion, it was also mentioned that platform expansion, Macs, because I know people have asked about Macs, there is a partition way that you can get yourself Windows 10 and Windows 11, or Windows 11, sorry. And that will mean that you'll be able to play the PC version, because currently there's nothing being built for Mac, right? Yes, you can download it from the website. Yes, you can download it from Steam, but that doesn't mean to say that you can actually play it on Mac, which you can. So hopefully in the future that is resolved, but look out for that at a later date. They also talk a bit about controls in the live stream and talk about customization controls and, of course, best fit this to how you see it's going to be good for you if you are playing on the PC version. Dave uses a controller. I went away from controller. I thought controller was good, and I play on a PS5 one, but I found that the keyboard was better on inputs versus and response time to said inputs. And I'm not quite sure on the delay, if there is a delay between those particular points. Now, I don't play on a gaming keyboard. I do have a gaming keyboard to install, which does have a low latency issue and high response time. So that's something that I think in the future I'm looking to kind of like incorporate into gameplay, something that, you know, lacks with the mobile version, because everything becomes uncompatible, or no, not completely uncompatible, but it's not as good, it's not as fluid, it's not as responsive the more years a mobile device goes on. So that was that, right? They talk a little bit about that, and Dave plays on controller. I don't remember him doing mouse and keyboards, but controller's still good. But I know some people are using on, like, they use Xbox. Nothing against people like console wars and kind of like rivalries with consoles. Look, it is what it is. I've always been a PS and PlayStation controller person. I use my PS4 one. I use the PS5 one. It's weird to say, like, but part of like a job that I had, like I was given a PS5 controller, so that's the reason why. It's not like I have a PS5, because I don't have a PS5. Although with GTA 6 coming next year, maybe I will do. Anyway, the final thing the final two things that were very interesting from this was an academy. So for a lot of new players and people coming towards the game, Kabam announced, which they're going over soon, the academy. So the MCOC Academy looks a little bit like this. And this is to help out players in their process of understanding different elements of the game. So there's like a start deck. You select your progression and then start on like a tour that guides you through. And this I love. I think this is fantastic. Does this take away from independent sites? Possibly. But maybe it doesn't. That's something that I think is cool that they're adding this, but I think there's going to be specific things you'll go to, like your Ant Maze, your fandom wiki, Khonshu's Ankh, that will be very specific and helpful. Now you can see like mastery builds, so kabam are bringing mastery builds in. I think very important for the future because we've got what is more mastery points, handy for kind of like, you know, more people. But they've got like build information as soon as you add in any kind of like mastery point and what it actually does for your what will do for your roster. So at least you can start mapping and kind of preparing stuff a little bit for your knowledge. So the academy was really good. Looking forward to finding out more about that next live stream. Should be at the end of the month, 29th maybe, or 30th. It's going to be the 30th of May, I want to say. And yeah, that was that. The final thing that was interesting, now there's no images of it, no video, but if you're towards the end of the stream, kabam said that what they did was they decided to roll out playing, or they gave a go to play on other things. So what they did was they played on a dance mat, Dance Dance Revolution, dance mat, the game. That's cool. Because it's obviously USB connection. You can see right there. They also apparently played on some Donkey Kong bongos. Now that's surprising, but hey, you know, if you can play the game on that, how would that work? Like, because it's like light and I suppose it would. Well, I don't know how you do that. It would. I would like to be a fly on the wall. Maybe that's an idea for a YouTube video. How many different devices you can play Marvel Contest of Champions on PC? There we go. So that's been it for like a live stream recap on the PC version. I've got hiccups again. More to come when it comes to the promo code and Twitch drop situation. Another video coming out about that in a moment. I'm going to go and kind of like sort out my hiccups. Check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.